In this video, we are going to see how we can define the user access rights in Teleprime. Let's say that you have practically implemented the Teleprime software in a company. So different people should have different access to the different features. That means, for example, if a person is authorized to enter just the sales invoices, he should only stick to sales invoices and should not be able to see or edit or enter any other kind of vouchers. Same thing, if any other person is related to banking area, he should be able to make the payments and receipts, but not the sales and purchases. So they all have the restricted access according to their login. So whenever a person comes, he will just log into their system with your username and password, and according to that, the access should be provided. So let's discuss how we will set all of these user access rights in Tele. So first of all, from the gateway of Tele, I need to go to the company option. And from here, we'll go to security here. Control user access to the company data. I'll just change it to yes. And first of all, we will set an admin username and password. I'll just write here admin here. And it should be a complex password, but for the simplicity, I'll just mention it as 1234, 1234. And it says that when I enter and confirm the password, forgetting your password will render your data unusable. That means the security control in Teleprime is pretty good. No one should be able to crack into the password. So if you forgot your password, consider your company gone. You have to create it over again. So just notice that. And you can create an email ID for the browser access in admin. Enable Tele audit features. That means the admin should be able to see all the entries and audit that. Disallow opening in educational mode, no. And add users after saving the security settings. Should be yes. And press Ctrl A. Now after that, we can create a new user. For example, Smith is the new user. Now here we can create a new user. I'll just define a new user here. smith@gmail.com, whatever is the email. Enable Tele audit features. That means the admin should be able to check through all of the transactions. Disallow opening in educational mode, no, because we want to define the user access rights. And add users after saving the security settings, yes. Hit enter and accept. And now we should see this screen where the list of users for the company should be defined. First of all, we will define it as whether the person is a user, an owner, or data entry operator, what it is. Now I'll just define it as, for example, user role is data entry. And here there is a data entry operator named Farhan. Password is, let's say, this one. And we want to allow the browser access, allow the remote access, and allow local TDA files. And we have all of these options set to no. I'll keep it as it is. And then we have the other users as well. Let's say the other one is also data entry. I'll just write here Sufyan 1234 and end of list. So the users are created. Now we will give rights to these users. I'll go to the company again, and we have the option of user roles here. We'll go to data entry, hit enter. And we will define that use the basic facilities of, I'll choose it a data entry. Like they should be able to days allowed for backdated vouchers. So if they are allowed to change or enter any dates that is backdated in vouchers, you can define that and how many days it should be allowed. So for example, if the employee is able to enter the sales in the previous dates, for how many days it should be allowed. So let's say for 30 days. But if you want to disable or disallow that, keep it to 0. And after that, allow to save your reports for this company, allow to delete the save reports. You can set all of these access right here. Now for the data entry, now you can work through all of these, whether you want to allow this or not. As it says, allow to add, modify, register business WhatsApp numbers. You can allow that and all the other information. And in the data entry role, as you can notice that disallow the following facilities, nearly all of these facilities are disallowed and the others will be automatically allowed. So we have all the configuration and reporting, the critical reporting functions are disallowed. The accounting masters, from where we access that, access the list of ledgers, create new employees or anything, is full access is disallowed. Same goes for balance sheet, cash flow statement and cost center details and all. So basically this all list is disallowed features. But if let's say I want to allow a certain element of account masters, let's say the person should be able to only see the accounts masters and should not be able to create that, delete that or anything like that, but only he should be able to see the accounts masters. So full access of the account masters is disallowed. I'll keep it as it is, but just go through this part, hit enter and enter until we go on the second line. As we can see here, when we press end of the list from the bottom, then we come on allow access features. Basically that allows you to re-access or re-enter some of the access that is allowed in this particular portion. So only the display portion where we can just see the accounts masters should be allowed. So basically this is to re-enable the disallowed facilities. So rest all of the features that is not in the disallowed features is already allowed. If I click on end of list, it should be able to and go back to the security levels. But if we, let's say, enter here, as we can see here, the list is long and we don't have anything related to vouchers here. That means full vouchers are allowed. But let's say that if I disallowed the complete access, full access of vouchers, I want to disallow, end of list. But then I only allow to create, the vouchers, or let's say accounting vouchers. I'll set it to that, end of list and Control A. And now we have already defined the roles, right? As I'm logged in currently to admin, I'll go to the company and click on shut the company, shut this company, hit yes, and then open the company again. This time it will ask you for the username and password. So for example, Farhan is the data entry operator and 1234 is the password. Hit enter. And now you will see that you will get much limited access. And in the masters, we only get create access and that's it. And in the vouchers, we only get few access. And even if we enter something here, like party name, we enter here. But let's say if we can't find any party or sales ledger or anything related to the item, if you want to create this alternate C, no access allowed. So that means we have the limited access. We can only enter the data, but not change anything. So let's say we enter that, Control A. Let's say we want to alter this one now. So we won't be able to alter this. As you can see here, even if we go to display more reports, we can see the daybook. But if let's say that this is the entry that we want to open, we cannot open that. So this is how the powerful function of user access rights can be defined. Now I want you to play around with some of the features, considering a practical scenario where the sales employee has joined and you want to allow them some of the access, but not all. And you should be able to create those access rights from here. So just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.